What if she doesn't want to? We shouldn't make her.
Then one of us needs to convince her.
I'll speak to her. When the time is right,
If you think she's up to it.
we will see.
We have the Skull's God-Killer.
Which may offer some hope against Lilith, but unfortunately, there are other factors at play.
Some not-so-jolly green factors.
I doubt the Hulk will ever let us get within striking distance of my mother again.
The most powerful creature on Earth isn't on Mount Wondergore. She's the Witch of Wondergore. And it's time she went home.
Impossible. Ego sum tenebris, et veniut in dominum suum, iubet dominus. Ego sum tenebris, domum domini preceptor. I will be.
So will he.
It's green.
I thought the smog in LA was bad.
Yeah, I don't think we should be breathing this air.
It's gamma radiation. It's fine to breathe, as far as I know.
Yes, but it gives the sky quite a beautiful tinge of color, doesn't it?
Like the sky before a storm.
Anyone want to tell me what I'm looking at?
The storm is almost here.
And so is the midnight sun.
The prophecy is almost complete.
Cthon is making his way into our dimension.
Not if I have anything to do with it.
Let's go inside. We have work to do.
Hunter, we should, I should speak with you about what you did to me.
Is that an accusation?
Of course not. I am grateful, of course. It has been so long since I've thought for myself. I was so focused on understanding what was happening with the Hulk. That obsession was how I stumbled onto her. And by then it was too late. I always thought myself capable of... well, doesn't even matter. I made a choice, and the world paid for it. The Hulk is not to blame for once. All this destruction was the work of Bruce Banner.
Bruce, Lilith's influence is supernatural. You cannot fault yourself for succumbing.
No, I will not be absolved of this. I sought her out, not the other way around.
Did you know what you were seeking?
Well, no. But the result was the same. I can still sense her, you know. Even though you freed me from her influence, she still resides in my head.
How? I remove the stain of Lilith's corruption.
My irradiation keeps me attuned to her thoughts and feelings. Not all of them, but enough. At this moment, her excitement grows as the prophecy nears its end.
Does the link go both ways? Does your presence threaten the Abbey?
The Abbey is open to her, Hunter. She can breach it whenever she desires.
That cannot be possible.
When Wanda chased you and the others through Limbo, she pierced the Abbey's barrier. That was all Lilith needed to enter.
If she has known that long, why not attack the Abbey directly?
Haven't you figured it out? She doesn't want to win.
Okay.
You agree?
I rose from the dead. My mother may actually destroy the world, and the sky is the color of your alter ego. Why should this surprise me?
Well, the thinnest of silver linings here is that Lilith doesn't want to destroy the world. Whatever her plans entail, they involve more than just killing the lot of you. Of us.
Thanks, Bruce.
Thank you, Hunter. It took me far too long to find my place. I'm glad it was here.
The slumbering giant beneath the darkest of holes.
Does slumbering giant refer to Banner, Cthon, Wanda, or D, all of the above?
Option E, for other. What? After your third or so apocalypse, you never know what's going to come out of left field at the last second.
Either way, hell's coming.
Hells are always coming, Blade. There's no just one hell anymore.
I gotta go check in on Aunt May and MJ. And maybe the rest of the neighborhood. I don't know, Queens?
No, Spider-Man. The more hell we keep focused on us, the less hell there is everywhere else.
We're holding Lilith's attention to keep others out of harm's way. We can't split up now.
Okay, everyone just said different things to me and I'm not sure which one to respond to.
How about we change topics to this? I think it's safe to say that maybe we got this is a safe thing to say.
That was a long walk with a lot of caveats.
Bravo for that nugget, Ghost Rider.
Pete, how many times I gotta tell you? Do not sit on the hell ride!
The best way for me to help Aunt May, MJ, everyone back home is to be here. But being here, I just wish I was back with them. They worry about me. But the only way to ensure nobody gets hurt is to throw myself at the big, scary, Lilith-shaped problem.
I had a cat I loved back in the 1700s. Never saw Duchess again, but I hope she lived a happy life.
But that's why we do it, huh? If we can fix the Lilith-shaped problem, we know it's so they're gonna be okay. You know, it feels like I'm constantly learning this lesson.
It is not easy, Peter. With or without a mask, people worry about us, and we worry about them.
Sounds about right. I just wish I could warn them, you know? Something.
I'm not even sure demonic horde is the appropriate term. I gotta ask Nico for a refresher on occult terminology.
How do you feel about taking down an elder god?
I've trained Sparky to go for a demon's sensitive areas. Can't speak for other Ghost Riders, but this one loves keeping the end times at bay. This, Hunter, is my time to ride against the forces of hell.
And are you prepared for the less desirable scenario where we do not make it?
Nope, I'm in complete denial. It's gonna go like this: save the world, go home, give my brother a big hug, throw a barbecue for the neighborhood.
I have no idea how Gabe survived without you for so long.
He says he doesn't even notice I'm gone.
I think it is adorable he is keeping a tough exterior, for your sake.
I should make life easier for him, so he doesn't have to.
You already are, by fighting our trans-dimensional threat.
That's a damn good point, Hunter. Nice reframe.
And how are you passing the time until our big moment?
I tuned the Hell Ride for the 4th time. I read the last page of all my comics just in case. And, you know, trying to be chill before my head catches fire.
You look cool, calm and collected, considering the circumstances.
Keeping a cool head is kind of my thing, but you know that. I'm telling you, Hunter, I don't know what's coming next, but I do know when the shit hits the fan with Cthon, there's no other place I'd rather be than parked right here with my friends.
I am proud to be counted among your friends, Eric.
Same. Life in the Abbey would certainly suck without you, which is why we gotta make the most of the good times while we can. Because when the shit gets unreal, we might not have any time left.
Both you and Blade seem rather unfazed about the imminent invasion of this dimension by a homicidal elder god.
Oh, this is not the worst Armageddon scenario I've lived through.
Just how many have you been through, Carol?
You mean the end of this world, or are we talking other planets too?
All of the above.
Let's put it this way. I lived through a time literally called the Age of Apocalypse.
That sounds rather stressful.
It was, but there comes a point in every cataclysmic event when you just have to let go and, I don't know, roll with it. All you have to do is be ready to fight for what you care about when the time comes.
So I'm taking it you'll be fighting for your cat Chewie?
Hunter, you remembered my fur baby's name.
How could I forget?
Chewie's my only on-planet family. So yeah, call me a crazy cat lady, but I am not going to let some hangry elder god eat my cat, or your dog. Not on my watch.
We must all draw a line in the sand somewhere.
Pet eating is definitely mine. I guess what I'm trying to say is, don't worry about what you can't control. You'll face Lilith soon enough.
What should I do between now and then?
How you spend your possibly last moments on this version of Earth is your choice. I, for one, have always been curious about what's really under the hood of Robbie's ride, and tonight, I'm determined to find out.
It was glowing this way when you walked in here?
Yes, it's like something flipped it on. As if it's preparing for the midnight sun.
I think that's precisely what it's doing.
It knows its owner is coming back to pick it up, and it wants to look good.
Yes, that's an excellent way to put it.
I know a thing or two about magic artifacts, especially if they're swords.
So I have observed. Perhaps when we take a breather, you can explain to me exactly how your portal spell works. It appears to be quite effective.
You want to talk shop? You got it. But watch yourself. I might end up becoming the Sorcerer Supreme one of these days.
I don't feel threatened. In fact, nothing would make me happier. Our time has almost run out, Hunter. If we're ever going to find out what this God Killer can do, Tony and I need to start researching it now.
If you think you two can find something good, then I support you.
I am being painfully honest with you when I say this is a desperate stab in the dark.
All right. Then let us find out what this God Killer is all about.
Excellent. You know what to do at the anvil.
Shield saying the green skies are just a normal atmospheric event?
This is not an Avengers-level threat.
I don't remember being consulted on that decision. Do you, Steve? After this, I am so done with clandestine quasi-government organizations.
Cover up or not, we have to present a united front and follow Fury's play.
Yeah, hard pass. We gotta tell the world the truth, or we lose the trust of anyone with a camera or access to social media, which, last I checked, is the population of Earth.
Woof, I've been there. Nobody cares about the truth. Nobody believes a primordial god is about to wake up and devour the universe.
We believe it.
Because you've seen it, Rogers. But I remember calling the Avengers hotline with the same story and getting nowhere. Everyone laughed at me. Well, not everyone. I still haven't heard back from Cloak and Dagger. This is no time to quibble over PR statements and cover-ups.
Nico's right. We can contradict S.H.I.E.L.D. and tell the truth, but most people aren't going to buy it.
Save the damage control spin for after we banish Chthon. If we banish Chthon.
So, the Midnight Sun has arrived, despite our best efforts, threatening to end the lives of millions.
And Chthon is threatening to consume the whole planet, ending even more.
Yes, I know. But as Wanda so compassionately pointed out, there are people in desperate need of help out there. Our help. It's my strong opinion we should save as many souls as possible before confronting Lilith.
I do not know, Sarah. If the prophecy is about to come to fruition, I am not sure it is wise to waste one moment of time not trying to stop it.
Human lives are at risk and can be saved right now. I'm surprised you, of all people, are so hesitant to run to their aid.
I am concerned with human life. All of human life. If my mother gets her way, there will be nothing alive in this world that is not named Lilith or Chthon.
But we might have time before that happens.
Look outside, Sarah. Our time is up.
As Wanda so generously pointed out, since you are part of the prophecy, Lilith may not be able to complete it without you. So, we do have time, and we must make the best of it.
Hydra's everywhere. Where should I go first?
That's up to you, but I do want you to bring Banner. He needs to get back out there, get some wins, before our final showdown with Lilith.
Ever since I learned of the Hulk's existence, I've dreamed of fighting side by side with such a warrior.
Well, now is your chance. I will leave the final decision to you, but you know my opinion. Oh, and Hunter, happy hunting.
Anyone down for a last movie before the end of the world?
Yes. Let me log into Piotr's WatchMax Plus account.
We did this at Xavier's once. That Ride of the Valkyries stuck in my head for a week. It was fine till the Sentinels attacked. Then it was cool.
Why do all the talking kitten cartoons have 5 hearts?
Oh, Piotr, you big softy.
Okay, the movie we're watching tonight is none other than Summer Camp Tango.
Me and Maria rehearsed every move in this film.
Yeah, my cousins forced me to watch it every summer, so I'm very much into this idea.
Hunter, want to watch a bad 80s movie with us before we face a hungering elder god?
Entertainment on the eve of battle? Yes.
Yay, for fun! Ileana keeps a limbo fully stocked, so refreshments are a portal away, just ask. Quiet, quiet, here we go.
Clint and Natasha always referenced the slobs against the snobs. Never understood what it meant.
Until recently, it could have been the Midnight Suns against the Avengers.
That makes Tony the snob.
And Nico is definitely the slob.
I'll own it.
Do not apply logic to a crappy 80s movie.
Hey, I didn't say anything about the shape-shifting aliens plan to judge the dance contest. I just want to know how the slobs plan to push that much chili through the sprinkler system.
With enough pressure, you can push chili through anything. Don't ask me how I know that.
Ugh, of course the head counselor is a Russian spy.
Yup, it's an 80s movie.
How much did Soviet Russia care about teen hijinks?
More than you think.
Now that's a dance contest.
Okay, I see the appeal.
It's magical.
Magic is the one thing this movie didn't have.
But you liked it anyway because it is heartwarming pablum.
Maybe.
The God Killer has been displaying some strange behavior.
You mean besides the glowing?
Yes, besides the glowing. This concerns you directly, I think. I've noticed whenever you're in its presence, the artifact begins to almost pulsate, like it comes alive for you. What do you make of that?
If the God Killer is responding to me, then maybe I am meant to wield it in battle. Maybe I was always meant to wield it.
Perhaps this is another part of the prophecy. If so, then I hope it's the part that means good things for us. Because the rest of the prophecy is not exactly promising.
Is it still safe for me to pick up?
I suspect you're the only one of us who can. I don't think the God Killer wants anyone else touching it.
I will just pray that is a good thing.
Been one hell of a wild ride, hasn't it, Hunter?
It is about to get wilder.
You know, when I graduated MIT summa cum laude, I knew I was destined to found a billion-dollar tech empire. But if you told me I would one day trade in my state-of-the-art Avengers lab for a demon-powered forge in a haunted abbey and my Nobel Prize-winning staff of scientists for Dr. Spooky and the Jolly Green Giant, I'd have told you I didn't believe in fairy tales.
It is only a matter of time until you become a wizard in your own right.
You know, I have been considering learning more about the dark arts myself. Besides, Babs, the adorable Babylonian demon who lives in the furnace, has been teaching me this really cool demonic incantation.
Incantation? What incantation?
Well, it's ancient Babylonian, but it roughly translates to kill them all.
Wait, let me get this straight. The demon in the forge has been whispering, "Kill them all," to you.
Oh yeah, all the time. On repeat.
Tony, should I be worried?
I'll just keep your door locked at night and you'll be fine. Gotcha! I've been waiting for that a long time.
Oh, so you think you are a prankster now?
Oh, I'm a pro at pranks. Just ask Strange.
If you ignore the sense of demonic gloom lurking in the flames, it's almost like we're back in the workshop at Avengers Tower. Almost.
You seem quite occupied here.
It's good. It's really good, actually. If I can keep myself busy enough, I think I can keep the darkness at bay.
You three have been at it for a while. I'm curious to see what comes from all your hard work.
I don't want to spoil the surprise, so I'll just say it's gonna be worth the wait. It turns out all I needed was to get my hands on a decent set of mass spectrometers. And to be reunited with those two. I miss them. I don't want them to hear. Their egos are big enough already.
I will leave you to finish whatever it is you are working on here.
Do you know where you're standing right now?
Yes, it was the place where I...
vanquished your mother, saved the world, and made the ultimate sacrifice doing it.
So it would seem.
The details aren't the issue here. I tried my best to prepare you then. But now I understand how I failed you. I isolated you, trained you to become what I wanted you to be. And I lost you because of it.
You did what you thought was right. What you thought I needed to do to survive.
But you didn't. You didn't survive. You died alone. All because I made you believe you were no more than a weapon. But you're more than that. More than the hunter. You're the only child I had. Ever will have. Just promise me, I won't lose you again.
Alive, dead, slaying a renegade dragoon. I am not going anywhere. I will haunt you for the rest of your years. You will not be able to get rid of me.
Oh, Hunter. How I love you.
And I you.
God, I don't think I've been this emotional in years. Well, I ought to let you get back to your night. There's an abbey full of people who are waiting for you. Best to get to them before it gets too late.
Good night, Sarah.
I'll see you in the morning.
That was a nice moment between you two.
It was.
We love you like our own child, you know. When you passed, we were inconsolable for decades. We never wanted you to have to make that sacrifice. But you were always the kind of person who would die so the rest of us could live. Made the loss even harder to bear for us. You made so many sacrifices to put Lilith to rest then. I'm just sorry you have to go through it all again.
So am I, Agatha. You know, I like living here with these modern-day heroes. They have grown on me. Do you think I would be a coward if I said I did not want to die?
No, Hunter. I would think you were just a human who didn't want to say goodbye to the people they cared for. You won't be facing Lilith alone this time. You have friends who will fight by your side.
I did not have friends in my last life.
I'm glad you got to live again to make them. The friends you made here won't let you die this time.
You cannot assure that.
No, not for sure. But I like your chances. Just remember how loved you are. And that will get you through.
Why did you not tell me, Mother?
The decision to sell my soul was mine alone. I never wanted to make you feel responsible for the sacrifice I made.
But you did it to save me.
A mother would do anything to protect her children. I'm no different. I love you, child. I'd do anything for you. All I ask is for you to make it all worth it and stand by my side.
You know I cannot betray those who have grown to trust me.
I thought you might say that. I just want you to know that when you fail, my offer will still stand.
Do me no favors, Mother.
Why won't you accept how much I love you?
If you truly love me, end this madness before it breaks the world.
Child, the world is already broken.
Not yet. You cannot stop us, Mother. I will face you.
You always have.
Tony and I have been researching this God Killer as best we can. We've been limited by what's available to us here in the Abbey.
I should hope you have found something by now.
Well, the fact of the matter is that I have. It's a bit troubling, to tell you the truth. I really need to double-check my findings. There are a few more scrolls I should consult.
Why will you not tell me, Strange? What exactly are you hiding?
I'm not hiding anything, Hunter, and I don't care much for the accusation. The truth is something quite disturbing, and I'm not one to casually flaunt that information around like so much internet gossip. However, we don't need distrust around here, not with Lilith's power growing, so perhaps I should tell you what I know now. I suspected this blade had a connection to Cthon, but I didn't realize how intimate that connection truly was.
I am not sure I like where this is going.
I feel unclean even saying these words, but the God Killer wasn't just made to fight Cthon, it's made of Cthon.
I am sorry, this is somehow worse than I was expecting. Could you repeat that?
The ancient texts tell of Cthon's last appearance in our plane when the forces of humanity assembled to drive him back, and in doing so, they sliced off part of the Dark God. That part was lost to the ages, until now. It has resurfaced, now forged into a weapon. The God Killer.
Incredible.
Part of me feels we should throw it into the forge right now and wash our hands of it completely.
If this is truly made of Cthon's being, as you say, then not even the demon-haunted fires of the forge will make a mark on it.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I feel drawn to it. Like it wants me to pick it up.
I suspect you're the only one who could do it. Every attempt I've made to touch it has not gone well.
I knew it. I knew you were holding back something.
I had intended to consult with Hunter privately before telling the whole team, but yes, now you know.
I suspected it was part of Cthon. You don't normally encounter daggers that immediately make you feel like you want to throw them far out to sea. But if you feel like picking it up, go on.
I can feel the power of it. Rising and falling. Like it is breathing.
I could use something like that as a nightlight.
A weapon like this is not to be trifled with. I think we're very lucky that Red Skull kept it buried away as deep as he did.
What, was he socking it away for a rainy day?
He probably thought he could use it to kill Lilith.
This world's only big enough for one psycho-narcissist tyrant, I guess.
And now it is ours. And let nothing stand in our way.
Of course. Never mind.
Oh, knock it off with the mysterious stuff. Just come out and say what's on your mind.
It's entirely possible Lilith could have an entirely different use for the God Killer. She could use it to complete Cthon.
Well, that changes things.
What brings you to the library at this hour?
In your reading about Cthon, have you come across anything about a weapon made from a piece of his body?
This is about the God Killer, isn't it?
It is.
You already know what it's made of. Why are you so interested in knowing more?
I am not interested in it as much as it seems to be interested in me.
What do you mean?
When I came near it, the blade glowed. I feel as though it recognized me.
It recognized you?
Yes, it seemed to respond to my presence.
Curious. I wish I had an explanation for you, but I don't. Since Strange learned of the Blade's more than disturbing origins, I've been doing more digging on the subject. While I haven't come across anything specific about the God Killer or its apparent tendency to illuminate, I did find one hopeful nugget of information about it that should come as some comfort to you.
Please continue then. I could use all the hope and comfort I can get.
There is reason for both. You see, If Red Skull kept the God Killer as a means of double-crossing Lilith and protecting himself from Chthon, he was wise. According to the texts I've been reading, only Chthon can kill Chthon. If that blade really is made from him, it's the only thing in all of creation that can destroy him. The question is, are you sure you're up to taking your mother's life in order to end Chthon's? Because the God Killer now makes that possibility very much a reality.
I wish there was another way, but I doubt my mother will listen to reason and abandon this insanity.
As I recall, she was never very good at listening to anyone. You, my dear, have the weight of the world on you more than ever now, and it shows. Perhaps getting some rest while you still can is in order.
And you, Agatha? Do spirits ever rest?
Not this one. Not until I know every single soul I care about is safe.
So, will Hunter and the team be able to stop Lilith and Chthon? Make sure to find out in the final episode dropping this Sunday. And as always, if you haven't already, make sure to drop a like, make sure those notifications are turned on, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you then.